Magic and I have an idea. The idea is that we want to build a game that everyone might be able to get involved in and start bringing a bit more competition to the server. So we're going to try and design a sort of social experiment using a mining system, but only allowing the players to mine one block at a time, revealing another block that would bring about... Do you know what? Let's just get on with it. So the idea is simple, really, that basically there will be a long queue of blocks that when you mine this first block, you will take that block and reveal the next block beneath it, but you are not allowed to mine the next one. So when that happens, after a certain period of time, the extender will basically register that there's a space and extend the next one, and then another one will come into the queue and push this one up, and then continue the circuit, so on and so forth, until we run out or end the competition. I can't remember why I decided that I want a double piston extender for this. I know there is a reason for it, but for the life of me, I know what the reason was. I think I know what the reason was. No, I don't. I think I'm going to regret doing this, but hopefully I don't. So let's do that. Okay, moving on. Okay, so far I have set up this system that is already starting to get complicated more than I realised it, because what I needed to do is that when I remove this block, an observer's going to go, oh, I have missed a block, and it will send a signal to here, which will then send a signal here, which will then send this signal straight down and basically start a clock. But in that process as well, we need to remove this block, remove the observer over here when we want to lift all of this up. And this is probably why I needed a double piston extender now that I'm thinking about it. But at least I kind of worked out why I need it now. But now I need to re-establish how I'm going to make this work so that basically the redstone, so the signal, there's nothing in here as of yet, but it's all here. So when we have it all in here, it's pretty much meant to stay. Then once that's all cleared out, which let's just leave it from 3 to 1, it does that. So hopefully, does this work? If I, let's see, should put this block here, sends a signal, moves that over, everything's passing through, so the signal is strong here right now. There's no signal here, everything's interesting. Why did that what happened there? Okay, so what I've worked out here is that when this hopper is empty, this will send a signal to here to turn on, and therefore power this one to push the redstone block back. So when it pushes it back, it has enough time to send one block back into here to then keep the signal back turned back on here. So therefore it doesn't reset and keep doing a clock. So when I break the block up here, sends a signal, pushes it forward, it's now emptying. So when it's fully emptied, sends a signal back and then refills. I'm a genius. So now I just need to kind of see if this is actually the right scenario to go about to basically send a signal up to then remove the observer and this block for a certain period of time with, yeah, this is going to get tricky. Okay, so I decided to simplify things a little bit and make it so that the observer just observes from the top, because I think this might be overly complicated for what the purpose of this is. I mean, it doesn't need to be complicated. But so instead, what we've got here is an observer, which will observe, send the signal over, do the thing, and then it will push the blocks up as intended. So it's not as much of a bigger deal. So yeah, I think maybe we should now move on to the next step. So I think we've got the basis of this going now, just to make this like last a little longer, but I've shortened this up a little bit just to make it like observable. So what we have here is so that the tower basically gets broken from the top. So if we break this one, sends a signal straight down to the observers into this tiny pulse extender, then into this larger pulse extender to make it a little bit more longer. And as you see, the actual pulse is starting to decrease in color, which means it's getting weaker. When it has fully weakened, this will turn back on, sending this observer forward to basically send a signal straight through. So we'll see this happen in a minute. Anytime now. There you go. So it's now sent a signal straight through, and then we'll extend this very quickly and put this here. This is saying that when this is empty, come around here, extend this one, and then basically this won't extend back because there's no signal to say extend it back afterwards unless this is turned on. Once this one is empty, this will turn back on, doing another little mini pulse like thing. So it's not emptied yet, but once this says push through, send a signal straight through and extend the next lot of blocks regarding it. So because there is no blocks ready to go, so let's actually sort that out quickly. Let's put a block there, unless I beat it. There we go. Yeah, put a block there, and we should see it. There we go. Now the only issue is that this is running through once again. Hopefully we're going to do a little test runs actually, just in case. So I'm going to just break it right now just to see what happens, but who knows, it might be okay. Because it's now sent another extension anyway, so what it's done is not really affected it too much. It's just basically made this longer by the looks of it. Because right now, yeah, so it's not doing anything as such, so yeah, it seems ready to go. But yeah, now all I need to do is extend a nice trail going along just to make this even longer, and I think then the game is ready to go. Okay, so here's the final product. So I've shortened it up a little bit more right here. So when this block is broken, we'll send a signal straight down to here, given the pulse. Then the pulse goes along, blah blah blah. We've done this all before. Wait for the pulse. Shorten time with the signal once the signal comes here, so it's be shorten time on here. This is retracted because there's no signal to be sent off. Then this is done in literally 5 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then this all goes along here, and then we have a placeholder block just to make sure that it doesn't stop and like miss out a block where it goes, oh, I can't extend anything else. So it then misses out blocks, which we don't want. So we're gonna have to keep an eye on this. But yeah, I had to remember how to make a cobble generator. That's pretty appalling, isn't it? But I think the whole thing is ready to go. The issue is this will still send off another signal, but it's kind of like, I suppose, like a insurance measure just in case. But yes, in further points though, this is basically ready to go, and now we can actually put this into the actual world and start up a game soon. I might change this to like concrete blocks instead, but I'm not sure yet. So I feel with this sort of build that I'm going with for this design is going to be best suited in the jungle. So right now, clearing up the trees is probably going to be the best, in my best interest right now, just to kind of open up the space a little bit. But yeah, so a lot of work to be done before I can even get started on the redstone, but shouldn't be too much of a problem, hopefully. Look who came to help me out. I have a good old friend helping me out take out the stone. Thanks, Roth! Thinking about potentially going end busting at some point too with him, maybe. Just talking about it now. So right over here we have the whole thing pretty much set up, the cobble generator over here. So we're just testing to see if this is going to work, because at the moment it's running through a routine right now just to basically push the blocks forward, but everything is ready and going down beneath it. But yeah, it's approximately been about a minute and a half, and last time I checked it takes around about 5 minutes to basically pop the next one up. But yeah, just testing another one just to make sure that it's around about the same time. But yeah, about 4 minutes and 48 seconds. So right now I have pretty much left Mr. Magic Blocks to kind of finish off the rest of it. When this dirt block is removed, everything will be ready to go. So on the side, we now have the colours all set up, so each colour will be represented by a point score. So pink is worth 10 points, green is worth 30, yellow 50, red 100, purple 250. But the blue ones are worth 150 but are not part of the system. When a block is broken from the top, one light will light up. When all of the lights have lit up, one of the blue blocks will be revealed from here, and then it can be collected. Then it will reset and start again. So it adds an extra element just to try and be strategic, that, you know, if you want to kind of break some blocks but you feel like that the next one, the one that you're going to break is pink, so you don't want to collect it, so you want to leave it to someone else, then you might still have the strategy to try and get the blue block. So it kind of adds an extra bit to it. It could also be a way to maybe implement some sort of purchasing to kind of up this, go faster, make it like go up one if you pay a diamond, but at the moment we just need to get it to work. But I finally got it working now, and as you can see there's a lighting system that only works when it lights up when the block is broken. So when a block is broken, as you can see, it will light up, and there you go. So there's one light on. Now because of the issue of a block filling up, it would send an update, so we needed to make it do a 0 tick pulse over there as well, so it doesn't send a signal over there. So when we break it again, it's all good, and yep, so then we can keep replacing and breaking the blocks, making sure that we only increment it once per time. So it's looking pretty good. It's looking like it's starting to do its thing. So everything should start going right up now when I break this block. So here we go. One's broken, and we are here. There we go. There it goes. All filled up and now decreasing as it goes along. I love it. So awesome. I'm glad it's working pretty much. And everything is now reset, and all we need now is just to make sure that this 15th block, that when it's lit up, that it dispenses the blue block. Okay, so this should be all ready to go now. We just got to break this block one more time after this one, and here we go. Testing, 1 2 3, boom. Okay, and now we should see this fill up again and do the magic thing. Here we go, and there it is. I'm so chuffed to bits. I'm so proud of myself for actually getting this done. But yeah, I think all we need now to do is just kind of make this place a little bit more appealing. But I think I might leave Magic to do some of that, because he's more of the kind of the artsy guy. If someone does say anything though, I'd like to say that there is a little inspiration from the button from this, so I just wanted to add that too. So the game is completely different, but yeah, I just wanted to say that there was inspiration. Now I kind of want to do something extra to the area so that it's not just a boring flat field, so I decided to add like some sort of like coarse dirt, grass, path blocks, like cobble and mossy cobble. Had some water here and there, like to kind of bring it to life, like as if it rained and like just not evaporated in time. Gravel, andesite, and I think I might add some more just to go along the way. But I just want to kind of bring this over, like this feeling of overgrown but not quite into this central area, so maybe sort of overgrown around the edges. I'm also thinking about adding more of these pillars along as well, just to kind of add more depth to it. But yeah, let's see how it goes. And there we go. This is pretty much as I'm probably going to do for now until Mr. Magic Blocks takes on the temple monument, and then hopefully we'll be ready for the game to start soon. as you can see, like taken all the way around, used some different shrubs and tall grass and dead shrubs as well, dead bushes as well, which I purchased from Roth Reindeer's shop. So you're welcome, Roth. I've left a little bit of space around here just in case we need... Oh, that would not be a dirt block if that's the case. But everything is seeming pretty much ready. I just want to kind of maybe decorate more of these sort of ideas like around the area. I really want to build like giant palm trees also like over it, but I also want to kind of try and think about how safe this place needs to be too. So I'm trying to work out a way to make sure that a lot of places that might be lit up as well. But hopefully, because this game is going to be hopefully very competitive, that there'll be people around and about quite regularly. But I think I'm just going to end it from here. So if you did enjoy this episode, then leave a like. If you enjoyed me, I'm not going to say it. I'm refraining from saying it. I'm not going to say it. Sorry that it was a short episode. Don't forget to subscribe.
Like it or not, you're getting one hell of a chance.
Hold the phone. Magic, you legend. Thank you very much. I have also asked him if I can age the building up a little bit. He was in a bit of a rush, but I've asked him if I can age it up a bit just to kind of make it blend in. And I've also added more of these pillars and some crumbled ones down into the water and just like parts of rock just breaking up. He's also added some stone structures and tikis on tiki torches along the sides. So this place has really come together. I feel like this has really become really beautiful. I didn't attempt to make a tree. I started it and then I broke most of the leaf area because I just wasn't happy with it. But yeah, next episode I'll definitely have to start showing some more of the area as it decorates even more. Maybe do some more of the inside. But yeah, okay, this time it's definitely gone. Okay, bye!